Hello there everyone, hope you're doing great today. So in this video I want to show you how to take apart to replace the LCD and glass screen assembly on your Huawei P20 Lite. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Just a quick reminder, there's going to be links down below in the description to all the parts and tools that we will be using for this repair. So first off, let's go ahead and remove the SIM card and SD card tray. Next up, we're going to need to heat up the back of the phone. So we're going to need to either do this with a hairdryer or a heat gun, moving it around the edges here to loosen up the adhesive that's holding it together. We can also set it on a hot plate, which is what I use. So if you use a hairdryer or a heat gun, continue to move it around, never stay in one spot so you don't burn the inside of the phone. If you have a hot plate like me, set it to about 110 degrees Celsius and leave it on there for about 2 to 3 minutes. I suggest to use a pair of repair gloves so you don't burn yourself when holding the phone. So I'm going to be using this suction cup. We're going to place it on the back glass here towards the bottom of the phone where the charger port is. And we're going to use it to give it pressure here to pull upwards until we see a slight opening towards the bottom. And once we see that the glass is lifting up, we're going to stick a prying tool in here. And we're going to use that plastic prying tool to go down the entire side of the phone, releasing the adhesive on the back glass. And then continue to go around the top of the phone and then finish going down the other side completely as well. So continue going around and then now towards the bottom here once again, remove that last little bit of adhesive that's holding it together and you can pull the back glass off gently. Be very careful though, there is a flex cable connected for the fingerprint scanner as you can see it right here. So we're going to use a plastic prying tool here to release this black little tab right here, flip it upwards. And then once you do that, you can go ahead and gently pull the flex cable out of the connector. And once you do that, you can go ahead and completely peel off the rest of the back cover and put that to the side. So next up, we're going to be removing two small black Phillips head screws up here that hold down this bracket, which is holding down the cable that connects to the LCD screen. Once removed, pull the bracket out and go ahead and disconnect the flex cable. So now we're going to go ahead and remove two more black Phillips head screws holding down this second bracket, which hold down the cable that connects to the bottom section of the phone where the charger port is. So remove the two screws and you can go ahead and release the bracket. With that bracket released, now we can go ahead and disconnect the flex cable for the battery. And next up, we're going to need to remove 7 Phillips head screws holding down the bottom charger port and speaker section. Once all the Phillips head screws are out of the way, we're going to use the plastic prying tool to wedge under the loudspeaker and gently and slowly pry it up little by little. It does have some adhesive that will be removed and it will come out in one piece. So once that is out of the way, the next step is we're going to need to heat up the screen this time so that we can loosen up the adhesive holding the screen down to remove it. So let's go ahead and heat it up once again like we did with the back cover. Let's heat it up for about another minute or two. So go ahead and grab it once it's hot enough, and once again we're going to be using the help of the suction cup again. So we're going to place the suction cup on the screen here and pull up on it gently until we see a slight opening. Once you see it opening up just a little bit, go in for the kill and place the prying tool in between the glass screen and the frame. Pretty much same thing, we're going to go around each side with the plastic prying tool, gently pulling up on the screen and releasing the adhesive to remove it completely. Go around each side, removing the adhesive here at the bottom of the phone as well, and then down the other side of the phone again. So once you go around all of the sides of the phone, it might have a little bit of adhesive left on one of the sides, so you can gently just pull up on the screen and the rest of the adhesive will be removed. Once all of the adhesive is removed, you can go ahead and pull up on the screen to separate it completely. And the flex cable will go right through the small slot at the bottom and the screen will come out completely in one piece. Something extremely important that I do want to mention is make sure that the frame is cleaned up once you remove the screen. Make sure you remove any leftover glass pieces that are still on there because it will crack your new screen if you don't remove them out of the way. Once the frame is clean and ready to go ahead and grab your new screen that you're going to be installing. And remember, we're going to have the link down below in the description where you can get this high quality screen that we use. One thing we are going to have to remove though and reuse is this tiny little ear speaker mesh that we're going to remove from the old screen and separate it from its glass that it's probably going to be stuck to, and we're going to place it on the new screen. So once the speaker mesh is ready and placed correctly on there, you may also want to place some adhesive on the back of the new screen. And then once you have some adhesive on there, then we're going to place the flex cable in through the small hole here at the bottom, and just slide the flex cable completely in and just place the LCD, position it correctly on top, and press it down so that it will fall back in its place. In the video, I didn't show you where I installed the adhesive to the LCD to glue it back to the frame, but I did so after the repair was done. You can do it now, or you can do it after you put the phone back together as well. I didn't put the adhesive in just yet because I want to test the LCD screen and make sure that it's working properly before I completely glue it back together with the frame. So the next step is we're just going to place everything back together in reverse order, starting here with the charger port, and then connecting the flex cable for the screen, and then placing all of the brackets back on and all of the small Phillips head screws. And then once all of these screws are back on and that flex cable for the fingerprint scanner is connected, position the back glass back on correctly. Make sure that all the sides are aligned, and then just press it down so that the adhesive that it has on there will glue back onto the frame of the phone. Go ahead and place your SIM and SD card tray back in the slot. And let's go ahead and power the device on so we can test it.